time to take your sound with you. Don't stop. Personalize. On the go. There's a lot. Always ready. Ready for the best. Because we deserve the best. The all-new Evo Series headsets from Sound Blaster.
Sorry, that was a little staticky, guys. I don't know why, but still, that was awesome. So
Maybe if you all had your Evo sound blasters on your heads, it wouldn't be so bad. Did you ever think about that?
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I think my acting award goes there to Oliver Ling.
Yeah.
I think Oliver nailed it. I think
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
like, he had his motivation. He's been there before in real life.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He knows that. Mike, that smile at the start, I don't know.
When Oliver sat down, the way he grabbed the joystick and just like
Oh.
put it on his lap, it was so
Hashtag
good.
kiss his fingertips.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, good stuff.
Um,
No, but it's cool.
It
It's
is
awesome
cool,
that-
actually,
There
yeah.
was even pictures of magazine ads with Mike Ross's big mug on there.
yeah, and he's actually like there playing video games. He's not just like there looking pretty and stuff. Those are two pretty good choices
Yeah.
for FGC people if you just want them to sit there and look pretty. But no, they're doing things.
Yeah,
They're playing
yeah.
games even. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah. Speaking of people looking pretty and being sponsored, actually, I do want to give a shout outs to L.I. Joe, who got sponsored by Nori. I don't know what it's called, but he did get sponsored, and he played that first to 10 with Pai Chin as his like return to being a player kind of event, and it was really, really cool. And I'm super happy for L.I. Joe, so because that guy's an awesome dude, and he totally deserves it. Yeah, it's like Noti Furo, I think.
Oh
it
yeah,
is. That's
Noti
something-
Furo. There you go.
And if you look at their website too,
And I am.
it looks like Tokido is also sponsored by them, or something like partially sponsored by them. Because when I looked at their store, like click on the store,
Okay.
like the banner on the top has like, well, it wasn't that page. It was a different page, but I saw like Tokido pictures there. So, but yeah,
Okay,
L.I.
well.
Joe and Pai Chin played each other first to 10, ended up 9-10. Like even in the 19th game, Chin won the first round. It took Joe winning the last 2 rounds to take it. It was pretty cool. It was very hype. It was awesome. So, yeah.
But yeah, good job to everybody there.
Yep.
I want to talk about something that we don't talk about very often, which is Tekken. And I actually didn't even know about this, so I appreciate being sent the information.
Yeah, from ZTS, the guy who made me do Electric Wing God Fists last week.
So the Tekken Tag 2 Global Championship is coming up. It is coming up precisely on 26th of October.
It's this weekend.
Yeah, that's this weekend.
Yeah.
Which is on Saturday, actually. It's at 2 p.m. Korean time, so do your own math.
Well, actually, he has it down there.
10
Yeah,
p.m. Pacific time, 1 a.m. Eastern time for people in the U.S. So you can check that out. It's pretty much the Capcom Cup for Tekken, he says. The grand prize is over $10,000.
Yeah.
Markman will be there. Spooky will be there for English commentary. That's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Lots of great players will be there. Sounds like Naps will be representing the U.S.
Yep.
That's pretty cool. Lots of great Korean players. Nobi from Japan will be there. That will be on twitch.tv/cafeid, CAFEID,
Right.
Cafeid, whatever, Cafe ID. Also, there's the Filthy Cup, which is an East Coast 3D only fighter tournament that has Tekken Tag 2, Tekken Tag 1, DOA, and Soul Calibur 5.
I believe that's also this weekend.
That is also on the October 26th, and is supposed to start at noon Eastern time in Philadelphia.
Yep.
He's not sure who's streaming it, so pay attention to that. I guess when we find out,
Yep.
I'll try to retweet it and everything like that. So
Yeah, I mean, we should probably also mention a couple of other things that are going on this weekend. Vi is doing his, it's almost kind of like his specialist new version of it.
Right.
He's doing the concept matches where he's just gathering a bunch of great players. He hasn't told them who's going to be facing each other, and he's just going to throw them into first to tens or something like that, and they're just going to play each other. And what he said is he's going to do a lot of commentary for it, and he's going to be very critical about what they're doing and stuff like that. So he says it's going to be really cool, I think, to watch. I mean, I don't remember what day is it. It's on Friday? It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Friday night?
Friday evening.
Friday evening. Okay. I might try to make it there to help him out.
In fact, I think it's 9 p.m. Pacific time, if I recall
correctly. Oh, really?
correctly.
Okay. I might try to go there and help him out. I don't know yet. I mean, obviously, it's very far. It depends. I mean, if we go one of the 2 days this week,
yeah,
and then I go again on Friday, I don't know. We'll see.
That's always tough. But that'll be at twitch.tv/leveluplive.
Mm-hmm. And then also this weekend, Broken Tier.
Yeah.
Shout-outs to Broken Tier. Mash. So they are doing their own little gathering for Marvel.
Yeah.
In the Danger Room. So basically, Viscant, Marlin Pie, Yipes, and Clockwork and Angelic are all going to just basically, bunker room it kind of and just play Marvel for like 3 days straight. They're going to invite a bunch of other people. Right. I think Kinder Party is going to be there.
That's what I've read.
Yeah. So, it's going to be crazy. Like, I want to be there too, dude.
I know, right?
Can I split myself into like 7 places at once?
Like, what I want to do is go there and just ask questions. I wouldn't even play. Right? I'd be like, so what if this had happened? And then they'd tell me, and then I'd be like, what about this? And it would just be like, that's what happens when I go to like a top player gathering.
Yeah.
I just sit there and like ask questions. Like,
Nerd Josh is going to be there too.
Oh, Nerdy J. Okay.
Nerd Josh is going to be there. Yeah.
All right.
And this is all going to take place in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. So, it's far for me to go. So.
Yeah. So
although a lot of people probably don't realizing, but from here driving to Arizona, probably not that much longer than driving to NorCal.
No, it's about the same to go to Phoenix as it is to go to San Francisco.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's pretty far. Dude, I seriously just ask questions constantly. What else did we want to talk about? There was something else.
There's another question. God.
What?
Just keep asking questions, dude.
That's what I do. That's how this thing came to be as full as it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Interesting to note. I saw a video about the PS4 controller, and this dude who got an early PS4 to review it. He plugged in the PS4 controller into a PS3, and it worked.
Oh, so wait, the PS4 controller worked on the PS3.
Exactly.
Not the PS3 controller working on a PS4.
No, and it had to be plugged in. Wireless didn't work. But I thought that was very interesting because, look, when the PS4 comes out and there are fighting games on it, which will happen at some point, people are going to have it's going to be annoying to adopt it because it always has been for every console. Mm-hmm. Annoying to switch consoles. Annoying to switch to Dreamcast, to PS2, to Xbox, whatever. It's always been annoying. So if you could have, you would buy a new stick, but that stick would still work on Street Fighter 4 and Marvel 3 and Injustice and Tekken, whatever else it is that you're playing. So you're not going to be like, you wouldn't have to consider the costs of a new game to be also the stick. Right. Because it is. I mean, it would be otherwise.
Absolutely.
So I just thought that was an interesting little note. I was happy to see that.
So in other words, if you buy a new stick for the PS4 and you go to tournaments that have PS4s and PS3s, you still only need to bring one stick as opposed to bringing 2 joysticks. Because that's actually something really to consider, is if you need to go to a tournament, and let's say a tournament is all Xbox. Let's say the controllers aren't cross-platform, and you're really good at Killer Instinct, and you're really good at Street Fighter 4. Now you got to bring 2 joysticks with you. So now, you got to dual mod it in a way that where we used to dual mod it back in the day, which was you stick in a Dreamcast PCB and also a PS2 PCB, and you just have 2 cords. I should bust out.
I had one like that.
I should bust out one of my joysticks that literally I had a Saturn cord coming out of there, a PlayStation 1 cord coming out of there, a Dreamcast cord coming out. I mean, they were all there, and I actually had to unplug and swap wires.
Yeah. That was not uncommon.
I'm still gonna guess though that just keep your eye out on I don't know if PlayAsia will do it or not, but a lot of the import sites or whatever like that. I gotta imagine someone in China is gonna create an adapter for PS3 to PS4 controllers.
Yeah, hopefully.
Right. I mean, because I mean, China's also the country that's now made the dual modded sticks by default, which is technically not allowed.
It's definitely not allowed.
So, I'm sure they'll make some converters, but I mean, we'll probably have to just keep an eye out for those or something like that. So, not that I'm saying, support the pirates or anything like that, but whatever.
Just addressing an economic need, man. That's all.
Dude, the Sega Saturn pad is so good, dude. Raichu was talking about that. Best pad ever, seriously.
I'm entirely in favor of that kind of piracy, because it's
the reason for it
the
is
constructive kind.
Yeah. It's a dumb reason to have that problem in the first place, right? So
it is.
Yeah.
Well, we ain't got crap else to talk about. So
well, we also ain't crap, but that's a whole other story.
As the whole beginning of this show demonstrated.
Yeah. Most of our shows begin. But yeah, anyways.
What else is going on? Oh, the Smash Bros. Documentary. I still haven't seen that. And now I feel bad because it's getting to the point where I feel like I should have. There was even a live stream that they did with it, which was pretty cool. Yeah, a viewing party. Still have not seen that thing.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Infiltration's Oni. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
I didn't get to see any of that.
Sure. I saw a little bit of it. I haven't gotten to see very much of it, just some random videos. In fact, I only saw his Oni versus one person, but it was very competent looking. Oni is a fine character. I don't think anybody will sit here and tell you that he's a top tier character. Even high tier is probably pushing it. I don't hear that too often, but I think he's a good mid tier character who doesn't tend to get stomped and also doesn't tend to stomp other characters. So he's a good middle of the road character, which means that he gets to play in a lot of matchups.
And I'm sure a lot of people think he sucks, so...
Yeah, he's a rare character, too, which means that if you know how to use the character, that you'll blow people up, and we've seen Infiltration do that with Gouken and Hakan, and it's...
And that also might mean he might be getting better in Ultra.
That was what I was wondering. As soon as I saw him playing Oni, I thought to myself, does he know something? Is he in on this? Does he know what's happening in Ultra? Is that character getting better?
Infiltration confirmed leak for Red Perry.
I know, yeah. I assume that he is getting a little bit better. Maybe he's getting a lot better. I don't know, but that was what I thought. So.
Yeah, and I mean, someone just mentioned WoW. He also... Didn't he do the best in Topanga League too?
Wow. No, actually, Dashio ended up...
Oh, he got second, right?
Dashio Seth. Yeah. So my calling... I was 1/3 right. I was right on the risky pick. I picked WoW to make top 3, and then I also picked Mago and Tokido. And it turns out that they got 4th and 5th.
Right.
So they can still make it into A-League, but they have to beat somebody from current A-League.
It was like Momochi and somebody else. I forgot who the other one was.
Wasn't it like Mochi?
Oh, yeah. I think it was Momochi and Mochi. Yeah,
it's like Waichi Mochi.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and Huda Man was out there at that Korean qualifier, too.
Yeah,
he got
dude,
third
that was
place.
so random.
What was he doing out there?
I don't even know. I mean, I don't know the guy terribly well, so it's not like I knew he was in Korea. Maybe he was on vacation.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I heard.
Right? So, I mean, I would say that placing makes him probably the best Honda in America, but there's no other Hondas to compare him to, so I think by default he kind of already is best Honda in America, right?
So Mr. SNK has stopped playing? So
yeah, Mr. SNK. Yeah.
Is he still playing much?
Yeah, I mean, he qualified for
Jewel Man.
Jewel Man. Fair enough. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, there are some. Min plays Honda still.
That's true.
So,
but I don't know. I could only name 3 really good Hondas. The 4th one, might go to somebody else, but I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know what you're getting at.
Yeah.
Let's see. What else is going on? I feel like some late night talk show host standing out in front of, doing my opening monologue. So, what else is going on? Oh no, I wouldn't. I would not be that one. That'd be horrible.
No, that's always the Conan O'Brien impression of Jalen.
I know. Yeah. Nintendo Freak 768 says, why are dual modded sticks not allowed? That goes to copyright law. There's a rule in copyright where you can't... Anyway, I don't know if I want to get too technical about this. We got like a few minutes,
basically you're just not allowed to do it, right?
Yeah, you can't.
PlayStation won't allow it. Microsoft won't allow it.
Right, they have control on the access to their software that they have to interface with and stuff, and they get to say who has the license to to do that. And of course, they're not going to license anybody who is also licensed in the same joystick to make Xbox 360 and also PS3.
Right.
They don't want to have that overlap.
And I can guarantee you right now that Microsoft is blocking, Xbox 360 to Xbox One adapters. Like, no one in the States can officially make that, right? 'Cause they want you to buy all new controllers. They're not going to let you get away with that.
They are about you spending the money.
Yep.
And not unreasonably so. I mean, that's what what they're there to do. I just think it sucks that the law allows that to happen. The law, creates this market out of totally nothing. It's just an invented market.
Yeah.
Which I think sucks. So that's why I'm fine with companies like Kanba getting around it.
Yeah, I mean, some people are asking about the dual modded controllers out of the box. Those all come from overseas.
They come from countries that don't pay attention to other countries' IP law.
My peeps.
Yeah, well, I think that's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad there's somebody there to do it.
Oh man. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we're pretty much out of time here. If anyone has any extra questions, and oh wow, did someone link the Oni match here? Awesome. I'm gonna copy this and check it out later on. But Show That Sucks is coming on. They've started this really cool thing where they have different communities. They're starting a community database. They put up the beta of it. It's really, really cool. Check that out and try to send your stuff to them as well. Get yourself into that. I know a lot of small community. I mean, it's really interesting because I'm going through that community and they have it sorted by states.
It's a Google Docs thing, right?
Yeah, it's a Google Docs.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about it is, I mean, there's a lot of different scenes from even some small states. Like there's 3 or 4 of them listed there. And it's like, that's kind of interesting. And I remember when we were doing the community stuff a long time ago, I had 2 groups from Maine talk to each other.
Right.
Like one found out about the other one that way. And then they started trying to do like little competitions between each other and stuff like that. Dude, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Right? So if you have a small state and you find out that there's this other community there, either join them or make a fun rivalry out of it.
Right.
Because I'm always saying this, when you do these group kind of things, all of a sudden, that opponent that you've been playing at your local all the time, who you don't want to tell secrets to, you start telling them everything. You jump too much. You throw too many fireballs. You do this. Because you want them to beat those other guys. So everyone gets better when you start setting up those team kind of stuff. So I would totally recommend it. So.
We already talked about Lapchi's interview, thoughts on Yang in AE 2012 and on USF4. I don't know what his changes are going to be, except he's basically going back to Arcade Edition. He should be good. What do you think of Abel as a grappler? Pick Geef instead. Abel's boring to me. I don't care about him. If you want to play him, go ahead.
Damn! Shots fired.
Yeah. Any chance we'll see Dan at Wednesday Night Fights by me? Probably not. I played at Wednesday Night Fights for the first time in a really long time and got bopped.
Dude, you won on stream.
Okay, fine.
You won on stream, dude. The last run back I went 0-2 in everything I played. So
whatever. It's gross. It's gross.
Oh man.
What do you think of the Chinese food song, James? You know what I'm talking about.
Oh Jesus. Oliver linked that, and I watched it about a minute through, and I was like, I can't watch this anymore. This is the worst thing ever.
And then you watched it.
But then someone mentioned something about some black dude popping out of a panda suit.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, and so I was like, okay. So I went back to check that out. Then the song was stuck in my head for the rest of the day. I was so mad. I know Oliver works out. I know he knows martial arts, but I wanted to go fight him for posting that up. I would have died, but still, I was angry at him. So, and yet I still voted him in too. I still voted for him.
Well, you're a nice guy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. So
now I want some crispy noodles now. I got a hankering. Sounds really good.
Make it rain with some Chinese food or something like that. So, oh God.
All right, I guess that's about it. Ooh, a UCLA chem major is in here. Good luck to you. And also, do you have enough time to become as good as Valle and play SF? Probably not. Alex played that game a lot for a lot of years. It's tough to not.
Hey,
it's tough to get there while doing anything else.
Hey. Mark Teddy from UCLA, not very good when he started.
Okay.
He's beating him now.
Okay, so after he finished UCLA, he got there.
Yeah, okay, fair.
I mean, it's doable. It's doable. It's just not easy.
Fair enough.
Anyway.
Fair enough.
All right, let's get going.
Ultimate cheeseburger song. Somebody remembers that? That was the Meaty Cheesy Boys, I think, is he referring to? That's such a great song.
Anyway, go check out the show that sucks. It's starting now at twitch.tv/iplaywinner. We will see you later.
All right, peace out, everybody.